Because the Jetta's last redesign a few years back was met with very underwhelming response, Volkswagen has been re-establishing the Jetta as an aspirational choice for buyers in the compact car market. In an attempt to earn back its former glory, the 2015 Jetta gets a mild exterior restyling for a slimmer look, the interior gets further upgrading, and its popular diesel engine, although still the same size, is a totally new design that's more powerful and more fuel efficient. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2015 Volkswagen Jetta. Now, the Volkswagen Jetta receives a variety of updates for the 2015 model year, not the least of which is an increase of nearly 3 inches to its wheelbase. There are also front and rear styling changes and new structural enhancements, the latter of which has resulted in improved frontal impact safety test scores. And inside you'll find improved material quality, several new available electronic safety features, and some reconfiguration of content for various trim levels. Finally, the Jetta TDI has an updated diesel engine, and it's more powerful as well as fuel efficient. Now, the trim we have here of the Jetta is the Sport model, and it comes with these pretty nice clean looking 17-inch alloy wheels with all-season tires. Now, as far as styling goes on the Jetta, I think it's a very clean, very handsome looking car, and it's not overdone. It does have those very German quality looks here, and I just love the styling of the vehicle, how it's not overdone. It doesn't look cheap, it looks premium, and it's very handsome looking. Now here goes the key fob design for the Jetta. It's a pretty high quality design here. You have a switchblade key. However, we do have push button ignition on this particular Jetta. You do have your lock to release your trunk, and then your unlock, and then your panic button on the side right here, of course. And new for the 2015 model year, you can actually get LED daytime running lights on the higher end trims. Now it is a black exterior color. Now, even though we have push button ignition, we do not have smart key access, which is pretty interesting. And it does have a two-toned, very nice two-toned color, a black and a light gray leatherette interior. Manual driver's seat adjustments. A power driver's seat is optional, however. Now, stepping on into the interior, it has a pretty low step-in height, of course, and there's a sense of roominess inside of this cabin here, and it really does feel like you're in a luxury car inside of here. It's a very high quality cabin here, and the overall design of it as well. Now, like I said, you do have push button ignition. Even though we have a switchblade key, it's very interesting. And what you're hearing is that 1.8 liter turbo 4-cylinder. Coming to your transmission, you have a 6-speed automatic. A 5-speed manual is standard. You also do have manual shiftability too. Putting the vehicle into reverse displays your rear view camera. And your e-brake is located right here. And let's go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards too. Automatic driver's side window. And let's go ahead and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors. Halogen headlights, halogen daytime running lights too. Like I said, LEDs are an option. You can also get bi-xenon headlights as well. Coming to the front end, it's very handsome, yet very restrained. Now under the hood you will find the optional 1.8 liter 4-cylinder turbo powertrain. I recommend getting this powertrain. Now essentially there's two powertrains available. You have the base engine, a 2-liter 4-cylinder, which I recommend avoiding that powertrain. It's a pretty weak base engine. And then you have a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel. If it's the maximum fuel economy you want out of the Jetta. However, both of the turbo powertrains provide very great fuel economy numbers. This particular one earns fuel economy numbers of a very respectable 25 in the city and 37 on the highway. And then for the horsepower ratings, it's very competitive in the class. You're looking at 170 horses at 4,800 RPM with 184 pound-feet of torque at 1,500 RPM. That is very competitive for the class. And against its Japanese rivals, the Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, and Nissan Sentra, besides the Civic Si, this powertrain is much more powerful than their powertrains, earning about 30 to 35 more horses than their powertrains. So it's a very competitive powertrain here. Now, on top of the two powertrains I just mentioned, there's also two more powertrains. You have a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo. That's a hybrid, and that comes with a 7-speed automated manual. And then you also have a 2 liter 4-cylinder turbo in the GLI model, which is for the enthusiasts. Now, pricing of the Jetta starts at the base model. That's going to start around $16,215, which comes with a 2 liter 4-cylinder engine and a 5-speed manual transmission. Now you have the S model, which starts at $17,325. Then you have the SE, which starts at $18,995. The Sport model we have here starts at $20,895. And then you have the SEL, which starts at $25,380. And then you have the TDI-S, which starts at $21,640. Then you have the TDI SEL, which starts at $26,410. The TDI model is essentially the turbo diesel model. Then you have the GLI trim, which starts at $26,920. Then you have the hybrid trim, which starts at $31,670. Lots of trims to choose from here, and lots of powertrains to choose from as well on the Jetta. Now, competitors of the Jetta range from the Ford Focus, Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, all of the cars in the compact class, the Nissan Sentra, Hyundai Elantra, Kia Forte, Mazda 3, Chevrolet Cruze. It's a very competitive class. Now, what's special about the Jetta is that it's the only German car in the class. It's the only car that has that German solidity. Coming to the rear, you have the restyled taillights. Love the new taillight design. Very clean and handsome looking. EPA numbers, like I said, are 25 in the city and 37 on the highway. Total vehicle price for this particular Jetta is $23,380. Power windows, mirrors, door locks. Nice soft touch armrest. However, it's not soft to the touch on the mid-door panel. However, it does have a decent graining to it. And let's go ahead and rev it up and see how she sounds. Pretty nice. Now, as far as build and materials quality goes in the Jetta, this is what Volkswagen is known for, is their superb German build quality. Now, Build quality is excellent. You won't find any panel gaps or anything of that nature. However, materials have been upgraded, but in some places they can be a little bit better. Like up here, it's hard to the touch, but it has a decent graining to it. It has a pretty high quality look. Right here, it looks like it's soft to the touch, but it's not. It's actually a hard plastic. Up here, also a hard plastic, and also a hard plastic up here. But all of the plastics have a pretty nice, decent graining to it. Now, up here on the dash, on the higher end trims, it actually will be soft to the touch. Now, I think my favorite part about this interior revision is probably the steering wheel. I love this new steering wheel design that comes right off of the Volkswagen Golf, the new Golf. And I like this black part right here. It just looks, it's a very nice high quality design here. Over here, coming to your controls, you have your cruise control buttons here. Over here you have your Bluetooth and your voice recognition and your steering wheel mounted audio controls. You also do have a tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Pretty nice range of adjustment here. But I just love this new steering wheel design, and it is leather wrapped too, of course. And it actually feels pretty nice in your hands. You know, it's not overly thick like the Ford Focus, but it's actually just right in my hands. Now, as far as seating comfort goes, the seats are very well supportive, lots of side bolstering, nice right amount of cushion. If you want to go around those twisty corners on a canyon road, they won't flop you out of place. But I love the seat designs. They're also very high quality, very premium looking, and then they also feel pretty good too. The comfort's really good. Now, coming to the gauges here, I like the gauges here. Nice white illumination around them. Typical Audi VW gauges here. Now, coming to the center screen here, it's going to show you various amounts of vehicle information, like your average MPG, your digital speedometer, and then your trip odometer too, of course, and then your digital clock. Then, of course, how much fuel you have too. And you have more of that black trim going right here and then right here as well, just like how it is on the steering wheel, which gives it a very nice contrast feeling inside of here. Like, I feel like if it didn't have any of that, it would be pretty Spartan looking in here. Now let's get to one of my biggest problems of the Jetta, and that's the head unit here. Now, I don't know why they would downgrade the head unit size, and I know VW hasn't really been a big player on the technology front. However, I don't know why they would downgrade the head unit size, and the fact that there's no trade-off here, like there's no better resolution here, is not really a good thing here. Pretty mediocre touchscreen displays here. The touchscreen responsiveness is pretty good. I will give them that here. Coming over here to your buttons, it's very well labeled. I'll give them that as well. You have your different media sources like your Bluetooth streaming audio. Your aux input is right there, and then your media input too. Coming to your phone, of course, you have Bluetooth, your band, AM, FM, your optical disk drive, satellite radio, your navigation system. Let's get to the map. Oh my gosh, that map is not that great. Rendering of it is pretty horrid. But you do have different views. It's just very small. Reminds me of like a TomTom navigation system. But at least you do have a 3D view, a 2D view, and a 2D north. Now you can get a Fender premium audio sound system inside of this car. That sound system is pretty good. You also do have a day and night mode. I guess the trade-off is that they put the new safety technologies on the Jetta, but they did something with the head unit. They made the head unit smaller, but they gave you some new safety technologies on the higher end trims. But I would love to see that they would put their new head unit system on the car like from the Golf as well as the Touareg. I would love to see that head unit instead of this smallish, outdated one here. Coming to the controls and the center stack controls, it's very easy to figure out. Usually German cars have very complicated controls, but that's not the case here. Very simple and easy to use controls. Kind of reminds me of how Toyota does with their controls. You have your fan speeds right here, your temperatures, your different zones. And then over here you have your heated seats, and then your recycling mode, and then your rear window defroster. I also like how it's not facing totally towards the driver so the passenger can't reach the controls. It's slightly facing towards the driver, and it's a pretty driver focused car here. I love the way they did that. The great ergonomics. Now coming up here you have a manual dimming rear view mirror, your interior illumination lighting, and then you also do have SOS Safety Connect, which is usually available on way more higher end expensive cars. I usually don't find SOS Safety Connect on a $23,000 car. Your sunglass container. Now I do have a gripe. There's actually no light when you open this up. However, the headliner is a very nice plush headliner, very high quality. Now as far as visibility goes out of the Jetta, it's superb. You have decent amount of glass area all around the car. Outwards visibility is also pretty good too. And there's no sloping roofline, so you have lots of glass area back there. And that makes it easier if you're, you know, trying to switch lanes. Cars like the Hyundai Elantra and the Kia Forte have sloping rooflines in the back, so that makes it harder to see out of them. But this car is nice, and it has lots of glass area all around. It's even better than the Honda Civic. Coming down here you have a 12-volt power outlet, your cup holders of course, nice stitched and high quality armrest, nice and soft to the touch too. Coming down there you have your media input, which I don't know why they don't put it USB, but they have a media input for your iPod. Pretty small center console storage here. That's probably one of my only few gripes, but at least they give you a storage cubby right here. Now this is a pretty nicely updated cabin here. Now I love how they did update the materials and the build quality here, and it's a very high quality looking design except for that head unit. With the exception of that head unit, it's a very nicely updated cabin here. But like I said, my favorite part about this new interior design is definitely the steering wheel. Alright, and I'm going to shut down the Jetta. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle, including the best part of the Jetta, the rear seat passenger space, as well as the cargo capacity, where the Jetta really shines. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Still very nice soft to the touch armrest. But basically everything is carried over from the front. Hard touch right here, hard touch right here too. Now sitting back here is where the Jetta really shines. The seat is all the way back, and I still have a decent amount of legroom back here, which is saying a lot for a compact car. Usually in a compact car, if the seat's all the way back, the back seats are pretty much unusable. But this back seat is actually usable, and it honestly back here it feels like a larger car, a mid-size sedan. It definitely feels like it's a mid-size sedan here, and the rear seat space is probably one of the best in the class, next to the Toyota Corolla and the Nissan Sentra. Now back here you will find a single map pocket, a 12-volt power outlet. Pretty surprising here. Usually you don't find power ports for the rear passengers in a compact car. Two little storage cubbies back here, and a rear armrest with cup holders. So actually it's a pretty nice time to be spent back here. It's actually pretty nice back here. You also do have a little ski trunk pass through as well. Seats are also very comfortable and well supportive, great for a long road trip. Now another great feature that the Jetta has is that once you click it, the trunk opens all the way up and you don't have to pull it up with your hands. It just comes all the way right up. Now cargo capacity back here rivals that of a mid-size sedan. It's excellent back here. Generous amounts of cargo capacity back here. Fully manual passenger seat. Your glove box nice and damped. Pretty good amounts of storage available. Alright. So with its very spacious interior and trunk, great fuel economy and performance from its turbocharged engines, and its decent high-quality interior design, the Volkswagen Jetta is a very great compact sedan with just enough German personality to set it apart from the economy car pack. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's